Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Galactic Science with TechnoJock. Last time we were preparing to do an epic amount of off-camera work, which as you can see I have been doing. The outline of the dome that I had in the chiseled cobblestone, whilst it looked concrete-like, did not look particularly Moonbase-like. I don't imagine many Moonbases are made out of concrete. So I had a hunt around and discovered this stuff. This equipment cube, which is made from string, wool and iron. So yeah, I've managed to make this. It integrates with the slopes really nicely. There's no border. It looks like one piece. It looks like the kind of stark bright white stuff that NASA would build structures out of. I think it looks excellent. So we've got our exits here. They're blocked up with glass, so we can expand on them soon. We've got a cool looking tunnel that merges in with this structure, and that comes along into what will be our Galacticraft area for rocket construction. So it's just the bare bones of that at the moment. However, obviously this stuff made out of wool and iron. We do have a reasonable amount of iron being sifted from our gravel setup. It's not particularly automated at the moment, but we did need some kind of string farm, which we have. Voila, one string farm. So what we have here is just a tunnel that goes all the way down there for 32 blocks and then turns around and comes back for another 32 blocks with wood on the floor. So this is a tree substitute that we can put our infested leaves on, because if we do that and chop that, we get string and we get our infested leaves back. Which is fantastic, because then you just go boop and plonk them back down again and they start reinfesting. So we have effectively limitless string. The only thing that's limiting our string is the shears, which of course cost iron to make. So we're not really wanting to do too much with that, because yeah, it takes like half a lot of shears to do a stack of string, which is, I mean, it's okay, it's sustainable, but iron is still our primary concern at this point. So I had an idea. If you recall, we had these two unstable ingots that we acquired earlier on, and I was going to use one of them to make a builder's wand, but we got a builder's wand straight after we got these, and in actual fact, we got another builder's wand as well in one of the other bags that I got at the end of last episode. So we're pretty good for builder's wands just now, and I figured that one of the things that we could do is make ourselves some precision shears, because I don't think these have any durability. So we've got two unstable ingots. We need two angel blocks, which will need feathers, obsidian and gold. Now gold we can do, obsidian we've got, feathers might be a bit tricky. What I will do is I'll get another gold, a lot of gold on the go, like thus, and we'll hammer that up. One of the other things you may have seen in my inventory is we now have a diamond pickaxe, because some of the things that I've been doing in readiness for this have required meteoric iron, and you can't mine up the meteors with anything less than a diamond pickaxe. So I had to bite the bullet and go and make that. And as the more observant of you will notice, I have dismantled an awful lot of our original Moonbase for materials for making our new dome area. So we're slowly but surely dismantling this and making it into something that will be better in the long term. So we've got our two ingots there. Now we need feathers. That's going to be an issue, because we need, what do we need? Water, 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 and nitrogen. Well, that's actually very easy. I think we've got a reasonable, well, we can make water no bother at all. Retinol, no, we still haven't finished off that quest in the Minecam quest line, and I need to go and get some hydrogen, but I'll do that in a second. What we've got in terms of nitrogen here, we don't have any nitrogen there, and that's not going to help us. So we need to get something with nitrogen. I happen to know I have something with nitrogen right here, which I shall just grab in 2 seconds. These have all paused. 3, so we'll get them going again. There we go. And get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're kind of full now. Can we get rid of some of these things? What we do have, I've done some more quests, which they're just questing things, just crafting things in between that we're going to be not too fussed about just now. So we've got, let's go through some of these. In fact, that's the other thing that I'm going to be wanting to do in just a second as well. So if we have a look in our quest book, what did we want to do? We wanted to do going up in the world. So we've got an oxygen sealer and an an airlock controller, which will allow us to start sealing up areas, and we won't need to worry about having our air bottles full. We've got the refinery done, we've got a fuel loader done, and we've started working on this thermal padding that we'll need. So lots more string required for this one. So our precision shears working along with this quite well. Also did one over here in the more power. This trash can one is for a quantum entropy accelerator. Basically you bung anything you like in there and it destroys it and makes a little bit of power. It makes us manganese though, and this is something that we were working on a long time ago. So I'm going to claim this reward now, and I'm going to take our manganese because we want to use that, and we want to use that with steel to make this mangalloy, because if you recall, we can make our magnet out of that. So we need 8 steel ingots. Now we have 22 iron. We don't have very much coal on us though. There's probably a bunch out here. We should go back out and get coal, and we'll need to get these as well. Need to hoover these things up because these mushrooms will have nitrogen on them. So that was my plan with getting nitrogen to make feathers. The quicker we get that magnet, the better. I'm not sure where some of those went. Okay, so coal, brilliant, loads of coal there. Oh, an abundance of coal there, and a veritable bounty of coal there. So let's pop back over here. Let's fuel up our oxygen system whilst I remember. Brilliant. Let's see about decomposing our mushrooms, and that gets us the water that we need, and if we do this it's going to get us the nitrogen we need. So 1 feather was 6 nitrogen. Now we need 2 feathers per angel block, so we need 12 nitrogen, and then we need 12 nitrogen per block, so we need 24 nitrogen. That's a lot of nitrogen. Why is this stopped? I think that's yeah, there we go. 24 nitrogen. Well, it's not quite enough nitrogen there, but with that it will be. Yep, perfect. So 24 nitrogen, and we've got a bit of water there as well. I should really have saved one of those mushrooms to no, actually no, we don't need to save the mushroom. What we want to do is do 2 there, 1 there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think it is, like that. And then the nitrogen around it makes us a feather. So 2 feathers, 3 feathers, 3 feathers. Okay, what are we out of? We're out of water. Well, that's fine. Let's just get H2. Oh, makes water, but we need more hydrogen. We'll borrow some from here and pop it in there, and we'll go and just 5, 6, and 8. Okay, like that, and then our nitrogen around like that gets us our 4th feather. Brilliant, nailed it, can't be stopped. Now, one of the things I will go and do, firstly I'm going to take that hydrogen out of there, and put it back into our power system. Going to go back upstairs to our microscope, put our journal in there, and put our feather in there to learn that, because that's going to be a helpful one later on, I'm sure. Next up, we need 2 bits of obsidian. 2 obsidian. And we put gold on the top, obsidian there, feathers there, makes 2 angel blocks there, with an unstable ingot there, and there gives us our precision shears. Excellent. Okay, next stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we make our steel. Ooh, never seen that. Okay. And then steel around our manganese makes mangalloy. And then with that, we need to make 2 amplification crystals, which is dark stone, which is stone, cobblestone, and an ink sac. Ink sac, we need carbon black, that's fine. CH2O, that's fine. We'll need some oxygen from, I think we've got oxygen down here. So let's make our carbon black. C, again, stealing hydrogen from there, and H2 and O makes carbon black. So we need 2 of those. I think it was 2 of those in here. And we've got our ink sacs. Brilliant. And again, we shall pop things in there and do that and learn that. Now, what else? We need... We've got our stone on us, so we can go like that and like that. Don't think we actually need to. Well, we've now got the spare ink sac should we require it. So we just needed 6, and we need 2 diamonds and 2. Ooh, we've got 1 there. I'm sure we'll have outside. We'll need redstone. We'll need a lapis. We already had redstone, but I'm keeping that amount to one side anyway for something else. That's actually the number of bits of cloth that we need for our thermal suit. So we need that dark stone we've got, we need another diamond, and we need the... It was in there, wasn't it? Right. Let's rock. Let's get diamonds from here. Yeah, we've got loads of diamonds. And we've got a crafting bench here. So, 2 diamonds. Dark stone. Amplification crystals. Redstone. Lapis. Mangaloy gives us our item magnet. Fantastic. Let's bung this on. That's it on. Now let's take our precision shears. Really hope that this works. Fingers crossed. And A, they have taken durability damage, and B, I don't appear to have anything in my inventory, which suggests that that's not a good idea, because if I do it this way, I think those precision shears just destroy whatever I shear. Yeah, that's exactly what they do. Okay, so let's review, shall we? Precision shears, not so handy. Not right at this stage. Maybe for something later on, I'll consider it. But for just now, yeah, they're not so handy. So let's go and stick our infested leaves back. And we've got half our crop. And this is how we replant. Pop them down like that. And use our builder's wand and just build out like that. So we can just, ta-da, done. Do like that then, exactly the same back. Brilliant. Done and done. So as you can see, that's already at 20. So once these ones reach 100%, then you can just run back the way of doing it that way. And we'll just have to bite the bullet and use our shears. Doesn't really matter, like you say. I mean, that took maybe, what, a third? And they were used a little bit. So maybe it only takes a quarter off them. It's not too bad. And there comes the sun. So that's fine. We can cope with that. But our magnet's very handy. That's superb. Gonna come in very handy. Okay. So let's go hand in those other quests for the other things that we had. Let's go going up in the world and let's get our reward bags and things. So we're going to get another oxygen sealer, and a reward bag, another airlock controller and a reward bag, an empty canister and some aluminium wire, and a reward bag, and some compressed aluminium, and a reward bag. Let's see. Food? Meh. Doesn't really need it. Spawn Enderman? Cool, will come in handy once we get that spawner. Spawn zombie, never going to come in handy. And 128 limestone. Meh. Oh, and we were spraying stuff everywhere because we've got loads and loads and loads of stuff. Apologies, by the way, if you can hear some banging. My neighbour is currently doing some renovation work, so yeah, you can hear banging. Not much I can do about it. Let's pop our stuff back in there for that. Powdered gold can go back in as can that. Tin we don't need right now. Iron can pop off to one side. That's full. That can have our dark stone. We can put our spawn zombie in there. And I'm going to put... Oops, what was that I put in there? I didn't see what I put in there. I'm sure if it's important, I'll get it back in a minute. Oh, we've got another reward bag. There. Can put that food, actually. That food can probably stack with the stuff that's in there. Put that away. And yeah. What have I got? There. So, arrange in a portal-like formation with a single block replaced with a controller will function as a working airlock. Okay. Airlock frames. Let's have a look at airlock frames then, shall we? Okay, airlock, like that. Airlock frame is compressed steel, oxygen concentrator, and compressed aluminium and Amix 4. That's going to take loads to do. Absolutely loads, because each of these is 2 iron and 2 coal. So, yeah, and then you've got that, which is more iron and more tin. I suppose I could start making that stuff, but that's boring. Oh, more food, whoop-de-doo. Those tins of food are going to come in handy though, because each time you eat them, you get one of these empty tin cans back, which now don't fly all over the place because we got our magnet. In fact, nothing flies all over the place because we got our magnet now. I'm really happy with that, actually. Really very happy with that indeed. How are we doing over here? Is this all out? It is all out. Let's start this off again. And let's review. So, we need to get this thermal padding on the go. So that's going to be an awful lot more shearing of things. And also, oh yes, we need to get our NASA schematics on the go, which we get from the Silly Willy space junk, which is going to require us to get a block of diamond. Now, we do have some diamonds. How many have we got? Oh yeah, we'll have a block of diamond out of this lot, won't we? Brilliant. I thought I was going to have to construct it out of Minecam stuff. But no, we can do it the old-fashioned way. Manual submit. Okay, that was weird. It didn't look like it had done it, but we have. What do we have? We've got Moonbuggy and Tier 2 rocket, Tier 3 rocket, and an automatic cargo rocket. Now, from what I'm led to believe, we need the Tier 2 rocket to begin with. Tier 1 is not sufficient because Tier 1 ordinarily in Galacticraft would be the one that would take you to the moon. But we're already on the moon, so that would be rather pointless. So, let's go and see. We want to put this in here, is it? Tier 2 rocket, okay. And we need to put all our stuff. Yep. So we need to put our stuff in there. Now, let's have a look because I have never made a rocket before. So we need, no, we need Tier 2, no that's Tier 3, Tier 1, Tier 2 rocket. So we need heavy duty plate, which is compressed meteoric iron and a bunch of this stuff. So long and the short of it is we need 1 compressed meteoric iron for each of these bits. Yep. Not for those ones. And we do for those, so we need 4 for each of those. So 4, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Yeah, so we need 18 compressed meteoric iron. Now, I did pick up some earlier on, but I think I used most of that in the machines that I made earlier. So let's have a look, see what we've got. We've got 1. And what did I say? We need 18. Well, that's going to be a slight shortfall. So let's put a lot of stuff away, particularly these, and our empty canisters can go away as well. Chemist journal can go away. We don't need that, we don't need that, and that lot can stay on us for the time being because we need to go leaping out and go and get ourselves some meteors. Now there's a bunch out here I can see, which is good, and the sun's just come up, so it's the ideal time to get ourselves some meteors. So once we get these, we need 18. So I think we only get 1 iron per each thing, and it's not the fastest thing in the world to do it. Yeah, we're only getting 1 per thing. Some of these look like different colours, but I don't think that makes any difference. Let's go and get a different coloured one once we've got this one. I'm just noticing that my oxygen is a little bit low for going adventuring out here. Now this looks like the same colour. Let's have a look at one of these ones. Hello, cat. Is this one gonna... Yeah, oh, they're just changing colour. It must be something lighting wise. It's making it go a bit funny. Let's grab this one and then we'll head back, get some more oxygen, and I think I shall just go around and mine these up. Right, and we're now heading back to base with our haul of meteors. That should be sufficient to get us going. Need some more fuel in that furnace. And I'll just use this one, shall we? Take some more over for that. And that should get us going with that. So, unfortunately, I think we're at the wrapping up point. I need to have a look and see what we're going to do. So we're going to need a bunch of this heavy duty plate, which is a staggeringly large amount of bronze, which we need to make from crushed bronze, so crushed copper. Well, we can't crush things. How am I going to make bronze if I can't make ingot compressor from bronze or from copper and tin? So we need tin plates, copper plates, one of each to make one of those. Is it? Yeah, it just makes one of those. So I'm going to need to go and find out exactly what we need. So we need 3 for those, and we need another 18 there, 19, 20 there. We need those for that. Basically, we need an absolute butt ton of compressed plates and a few other things. So we need a filled fuel canister there for that one, and we've only got, I think, the one filled fuel canister there. But we do have a partially filled one, and we've got an empty one there. What I think I need to do is I need to get one of these out of here, stop making lava with it, and start making oil from the tree farm. Need to start that back up, and then get our refinery going again. So we're going to need more power for that. So in between episodes, I'm going to get something going with an oil making thing, so we've got fuel going, and I guess I'm just going to have to put a bunch of stuff together, maybe get an automatic hammerer on the go, and I think perhaps the oh, there we go, welcome back. Yeah, I think we need to get the automatic hammerer on the go, and I think we need to get our, what is it? That. I need to get the crafter on the go, because the tier 2 crafter will be able to take our broken iron and make it into iron gravel, and then the crushed gravel will make it into iron sand and all that. So if we get something like that going, it'll make life a little bit easier on us, because otherwise we're just going to be running back and forth a little bit too much. So I think I need to do that in between episodes, or at least get it set up, and then I'll let you guys have a look. We'll let it run and we'll get a bunch of stuff done there. So until next time, bye bye.